Yes, here we are. We're just going to jump right in it, you guys. I was having some technical difficulties, but we are back, so I'm excited. So I had to come in and come out for a little bit, but let me hit y'all with the welcome because I want to show you guys that I appreciate you guys so much. So let me just hit you guys with that. Welcome to Viral Crimes with Jocelyn, where we uncover the facts, examine the. Okay, that's enough. Listen, we're going to get into it today. I have an awesome show, and I'm excited about it. To listen, this is trending. This is out there, And I said, all at the end of the day, it's all a crime. You may not go to jail, and you may not have to face the law, but when you're doing something that just ain't right, in the eyes of God, it's a crime. Just like if you do something that's you got to go to jail in the eyes of the law, it's a crime. So this is something that's being done in the eyes of the Lord. So to me, it's a crime. So tonight on Viral Crimes with Jocelyn, we're talking about a different kind of crime, you guys. The kind of dysfunction inside a family. The Karlissa Saffold Harvey, you know who she is. She has become almost as famous for speaking about Blueface's relationships as Blueface himself, his mama. So we're going to be watching clips of her. Go get yourself a snack. Go get yourself something to drink. And we're just going to kick back for a little bit. I ain't got nothing to do and nowhere to go. But Chrisean Rock wasn't the beginning, you guys. This family was dysfunctional way before Chrisean Rock was even an issue. Before Chrisean Rock even became a part of their family in her own right. So before Chrisean Rock, there was Andre. Andre is her older son. Now, Andre had a lot to say about his mom, and I'm hoping I can find it so I can read it to you. It's very risque, but it's a lot. Then there was Karlissa's complicated relationship with Jaidyn. So Jaidyn Alexis was Blueface's first baby mama, a young woman that Karlissa claimed she raised, and she taught her how to cook chicken, and I taught you how to clean, and I made you a woman. She likes to take a lot of responsibility. What gets me is that she's a Leo. I'm not quite sure when her birthday is. Let me see. Guys, hold on one second. Major with the fair use. Okay, so that's done. All right, so we have Jaidyn. Jaidyn has two children with Blueface. And as a young woman, she says she knew and helped care for her long before Blueface became famous. So, in the beginning there was Jaidyn, okay? See, my thing is to build up to who is this woman before we start watching these clips that, as a mother, I could never imagine. And I know we all go through things with our adult children. It is what it is. But that's the key word to this is adult children. You can't tell, like my mama couldn't tell me what to do when I was an adult. I couldn't tell her what to do when she was an adult. So these are adult children. So you just walk away, wash your hands, and you keep praying. So then came Chrisean. We all know that. I pray for that little girl because she needs some type of, she needs an intervention from multiple doctors. I think she has gone undiagnosed with a whole bunch of things and issues going in her life, considering that her whole family is battling mental health issues. So that's on her. And the disagreements escalated into physical confrontation many a times involving Karlissa, Blueface, his sister Callie. She also has a daughter who can't stand her. She talks to none of her children today. None of them. So Callie's husband, they all got into that big brawl where Karlissa was going back and forth with Chrisean, and Karlissa called Callie to come after Callie just had a baby. Listen, you guys, moms, would you? Listen, there's a call-in line right there, you guys. You guys can call in. We can discuss this. We can go live with each other. But I tell you right now, I have my bot on. If it's not right and clean, and you're not here to talk about this, what we're talking about today, right now, you will be hung up on. Period. Point blank. So don't even call. It doesn't make sense. So Callie husband, like I said, he was also in the brawl and he was laid out on the ground. I'm not going to show that video or that picture. So then came Nevaeh Akira. And once again, Karlissa found herself publicly chasing and clashing with another of her son's girlfriends. Andrea's wife don't speak to her. She ain't seen that baby in a long time. Jaidyn took her kids away from her. Chrisean is never, something is wrong with this woman. Like I said, let me see when her birthday is because I don't know. She doesn't have Leo traits, but she always claim, oh, I'm a Leo. I don't know. Let's see. Let me ask. I had to ask. I said, this woman is crazy. Does she really represent a Leo? Because I have never. So here we go. Let's see. So yeah. So meanwhile, Blueface himself has accused his mother of interfering with and even sabotaging multiple of his relationships, which she does. Okay. Now I get that part. This is hard because will our children pick people that we will agree with all the time? No. But my thing is, if your child is with someone that's not hurting them, physically, emotionally, mentally, you tend to step back. So in this case with her, no one is hurting Blueface. No one is doing nothing to Blueface. Blueface is the culprit. So there's no need for her to try to defend him or do anything because he is fine. He is standing on his own just quite well. So I don't know that she needs to jump in and save him. But, there are some, even when they're adults, you see danger already walking your way before it meets you at your door. And as a parent, when you see that danger, all you can do is tell your child, this is what I'm saying. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, listen, this is your life. And you just stay in the background and pray that whatever that danger is doesn't touch your child in a way that that child can never come back from. So you just continue to pray. That's all you can do. So their arguments have become so personal that Blueface has publicly insulted his mother, her marriage, her husband, while Karlissa herself has made provocative comments comparing her husband to her son, which is very, very weird that she does this. Okay, see, that's what it is. She is a August 22nd Leo Virgo cusp. It says based only on her public persona, she can appear to show some of what astrologers call Leo shadow traits. I knew she wasn't a true. I'm a triple Leo. She has the pride, the craving attention. I don't crave attention. I get attention. I'm sorry, I don't crave it. I actually hate it. Wanting to control the room. I don't know. I'm sorry that I walk in. I just not control. It's called leadership. It's called leadership, you guys. Listen, don't get it twisted. I don't like to control nothing. I would love somebody to come in here and say, hey, girl, go do this. Hey, baby, do that. Okay. I don't got to think, But I'm sorry, we are natural born leaders and people tend to migrate towards us, even though we don't want it. It's just in us. It's in our DNA. I'm going to tell you how much is in our DNA. I went to jury duty a few years ago. Now, mind you, it's the 12 panel. Okay. So of course they have that one person in the group that they have the head of the group who passes the judgment to the judge and all that stuff. Okay. So they tell us we need to pick one. I promise you, they all looked at me. I don't know these people. I said, okay, why is everybody looking at me? We think you should be it. I said, I have not even spoken to these people. It's in our DNA. It's nothing we can do about it. So it said her being near Virgo territory could also fit the public criticism, correcting and involvement in everyone's business. That's her. I don't like that. I mind the business that pays me. I don't care what you're doing in your household. Nobody. I don't care. I plug my ears to it, whatever. So that's her wanting to be in everyone's business. That's her riding that cusp of Virgo. It says, now y'all know I'm just briefly going through this. She may represent the dramatic, outspoken, attention grabbing side. I hate that word attention grabbing because we don't grab attention. Attention navigates to us. I don't like this chat. But anyway, let's keep going with this. So Karlissa's relationship with her daughter, Callie Miller, also spilled publicly onto social media, particularly after there was a violent 22 family confrontation that also involved Callie's husband. Okay, we could go into the shade room and look at that, but I don't think I want to. So tonight we're asking, because this is not about the husband, this is not about Callie, this is about Karlissa. So is Karlissa protecting her son or participating in the very dysfunction she says she wants to stop? And just as importantly, you guys, what responsibility belongs to Blueface himself, okay? So you guys, again, we have a call-in line, mothers, fathers, wives, husband, and grown children. I want to hear from you guys, okay? So we're going to do a little trigger warning. Again, I'm going to hit you guys with this. So we're back. So trigger warning. This includes discussion of family conflict, allegations of DV, physical altercations, verbal use with the A at the beginning, why can I talk this evening? Incarceration and let me drink some water. Incarceration and potentially disturbing family dynamics. So fair use commentary notice, you guys. So this program is I'm breaking this down because it's presented for education, criticism, news reporting, discussion, and commentary. Publicly reported allegations are identified as allegations and should not be interpreted as findings or facts. So everything on this channel is allegedly. So, hey family, welcome back to Viral Crimes with Jocelyn. And tonight, yes, we are talking about crime, but nobody has to be arrested for the kind of crime I'm talking about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about the heart of dysfunction. And sometimes, baby, the heart of dysfunction is a crime. Not necessarily a crime under the law, a crime of the heart, the things mothers do to their children, the things that grown children do to their mothers, the things families say when they are angry that can never be taken back. It goes as far as the humiliation, that disrespect, the girlfriends, the husbands, baby mamas, grandchildren. This list can go on. And then you take all of that dysfunction and put it on Instagram, Twitter, Kick, YouTube. It's out there for the world to see forever. So welcome to the family story of Karlissa Saffold Harvey and her son Blueface. Okay. And family, I had to rewrite the entire story because once I really started looking at this timeline, Chrisean ain't where this started, you guys. This started way before this girl was a thought. This started when when Andrea, her first son, was born. So there was another young woman, we have Jay. It was just a mess. So now we're diving into the story. I had to do my little opening, but we're diving in right now. Okay. Then there was Jaidyn, then Chrisean, amongst the other young ladies he refers to as birds. We're not going to refer to them as that, but there's a plethora. There are so many women. You ask yourself, Blueface, when is enough? So now we have Nevaeh. And over again, Karlissa somehow finds herself in conflict with the women standing beside her son. So tonight we're asking something uncomfortable. At what point does a concerned mother become too involved in her grown children's love lives? It's a fruit fly in here, and it is killing me. I'm ready to sing Fruit Fly, Don't Bother Me. I'm tired of it. Always finds itself into this darn studio. And before Karlissa supporters come to me about anything, we're also going to talk about Blueface. Don't worry. Because Blueface has publicly humiliated his mom as well. He has accused her of things. He has talked about her husband. He has said things about his own mother that most sons would never dream about putting on the internet. So we're not picking sides tonight. It's not about that. We're just examining a family structure because no family is perfect. No family is perfect at all. We're just talking tonight. And tonight, the phone lines are open. If you're a mother, a grown son, please call in. And if you have ever had a mother-in-law who couldn't stay out your relationship, call in. I've had one. Could not stay out whatsoever. She's probably on this line watching right now. Call in, girl, so we can talk about this. I got some things to get off my chest. No, that relationship is long gone. I don't have to visit back ever. So if you're a man who thinks your mama needs to mind her own business once you're grown, call in, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and send this live to somebody. And follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and Patreon. Pull up a chair, you guys. Go grab a snack. Let's talk about the crime nobody gets arrested for. The crime of family dysfunction. Okay? So before I start showing you guys these little clips of this woman and we discuss what she went, where she went wrong, what should she have said, and what could she have done to make the situation better. Okay? So before she was Blueface mom, she was Karlissa. Karlissa is a woman with an entire family of her own. She's a mother of 3. She has Andrea, Harvey, Janice, now called Callie Miller, and Jonathan Porter, Blueface. Karlissa has publicly spoken about painful experiences while raising her children. Now, I will say that Blueface was on Jason Lee, and Jason Lee said something like on the line of, how do you deal with your mom knowing how she treated you when you were younger? And he cleared it up. He said she was an awesome mom when we were younger. She was a great mother. She's a bad mom as an adult. So he cleared that up. So we can't put that on her. Her son says she was a great mom. Now, I do know that every child have their own experiences and their own thought of what their childhood may have been for each one of them as individuals. So he said she was a great mom. Callie said, they did tap dance. She put them in all types of programs. She didn't have men come around. She was there for them. So, but now he says she's a horrible mom. So being that Karlissa has publicly spoken about painful experiences while raising her children, including Andre's lengthy incarceration and a difficult custody situation involving Callie when she was young. Karlissa later married Sterling Saffold. Let me tell you what I think about Sterling. Sterling is funny, you guys. I'm telling you, he let Karlissa do whatever and say whatever. He does not care, y'all. I know my husband would have smacked that phone out my mouth, out my hand, and been like, babe, let's go get some dinner in peace. I mean, that. Now, I do know that Leos, we love to talk. We do. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But the way it's what is coming out her mouth, it is fire. And I also have said my tongue is a lethal weapon. It really, really is. I could chop you down real quick with this tongue, but I've learned to control it. But it's still there. So yes. So Karlissa later, she married Sterling, Blueface's stepdad. The couple were together during the fight that happened in 2021, home invasion, in which Sterling suffered injuries. That you can look up on Revolt. I'm not showcasing all that stuff. I'm not putting pictures of those things. We're talking about Karlissa. Okay. So before we call Karlissa crazy, controlling, overbearing, or anything else, let's recognize that this woman has lived a long life in such a short time. She has watched one of her children go to prison. She has dealt with custody issues with Callie. She has dealt with family instability, and that makes her, it can make you stronger, and it can also make you a fighter in a different way than being a positive one. So it also makes you wonder, did Karlissa become hyper protective? Did she become hyper protective because she already knew the feeling of losing control of her family? With the son being in jail, all that she had going on, she was losing her family. So now do you think she's trying to get this grip on her family? But unfortunately, these are adults. So They're snipping the grip. You can't grip no more. So let's get into a few of these clips of social media's greatest mom, okay? Let's do this, you guys. Now, let me stop this. Now, she's talking about Nevaeh. Now, Nevaeh just gave birth 5 days ago. 5. And ladies, let's keep it real. Don't no woman who just gave birth want to do anything on day 5. So her, all this, put your faja on, you don't rest at 9 months. She is just talking. It's time that women start just be saying the real crap. That girl needs to be resting. Long as she still got that diaper on, she needs to be resting. She don't need to be up here jumping up and down, run up and down the stairs. It's muted. Girl, go girl 9. Hold on. Let me see. Girl 9, hold on. I can hear it. I can hear it. I sure can hear it. I can hear it on YouTube. I can hear it on TikTok. I'm about to check Kick and Twitch. Twitch is good. So I don't know where you're listening at, but we are good over here. I'm going to do one more check. So let me go over here. I'm going to check just to make sure, because listen, I've been known to do that. Why can't I get this up? Hold on, y'all. Well, don't seem like we on. No, that say we on TikTok. Oh yeah, we on TikTok. All right, you guys, y'all already know that we will be editing this out. We on TikTok. Hold on, we're gonna check one more thing. Let me check Rumble really quick. Better safe than sorry. Okay, now let me put her. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so she's talking about Nevaeh, and as a mother of 2, I know at day 5, I wasn't doing anything, nothing. So for them to, when she got home on day 1, this lovely woman was saying she needs to get up and start cooking dinner. She don't rest at 9 months. What is she talking about, y'all? She don't rest at 9 months. Let's keep listening to this lady. I don't know, when she be saying we, I don't know who this woman be talking about, because me and her the same age. So I don't know what Karlissa be talking about. We, everything is we. When we was in my day. No, in your day, I was laying in the bed when I had my baby. Period. Y'all, hold on. Let me go back to another one. We got a bunch of these we gonna break down, because this lady right here, Karlissa, be running that flap of hers, and I think Karlissa need to get herself some business. Y'all hear this bull crap? Y'all hear this bull crap? I don't even know what to say. Did she say you rested 9 months? This woman, I'm trying to keep it clean. And I actually said I wasn't going to speak about this woman, but she makes my blood boil. She really, really, really does. We're going to take it back further. Her mouth is disgusting. There's no reason why anybody needs to speak like this. It's almost like she doesn't know any other words in the Webster dictionary. Not me. Listen, anybody out there that had children, did you have to clock back in the next day after you gave birth? That's why they put you on maternity leaves, idiot. Hold on. Let's go back to another clip. You know, they done clipped up everything. Let me see what she's talking about over here. It's like she starts off. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, Lord. Stop, dog. Stop. Move. Y'all, can y'all imagine this, y'all grandmother? This your mom. Hold on, y'all. I got to bring up my co-host because she getting on my nerves. I am 55 years old and oh God, you're not getting your hair in my drink. And I have never even heard my daddy curse. I think my daddy said S-H-I-T the other day. He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You hear how this woman cursed? She is what built the family. She's the foundation. So what do you expect to grow from this seed? She need one of them brushing things. I'm gonna brush you. You're gonna get brushed, but just not right now. So go downstairs. So yeah, let's keep watching, you guys. This is my co-host. Her name is Remy. So you'll hear her barking in the background. Okay, what she's talking about is Jaidyn had Journey's birthday party because Jaidyn said she was going to have armed guards at the birthday party so Blueface can't come. So she decided not to go because, you know, if her son's not invited, I'm not going. Okay, cool in the gang. So I guess Jaidyn's co-host was caught at the baby shower running her mouth and talking about Karlissa. So now Karlissa gets on here as the adult she is. And this is what she says. And she says a lot. Thank you. This woman is something else. This woman is a mess. Hi, my Sims. You can't hear what she's saying? Can anybody hear what she's saying? Hold on. Let me play it again. Hold on. Why can't y'all hear? Hi, my Sims. You can't hear what she's saying? Can anybody hear what she's saying? Hold on. Let me play it again. Hold on, young girl. Why is this not playing? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Why should keep going in and out like this? Hold on. Go Girl 9. Were you able to hear her earlier? Or is it just this video? Let's go back. So you're saying you can't hear Karlissa. All right, hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on because it was just playing. I could hear her on all my devices, but all of a sudden I can't. So let's see. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hang in there, y'all. Just having some little bit of technical difficulties. Let me go over here and see what's going on with the desktop over here. Hold on, y'all. Hang in there. We got some good stuff to talk about. Let's see. We got the okay. Let's see. Let's play another one. Let's play another one. Let's see. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Nope. What happened? What happened, you guys? Hold on, you guys. We got the window that's on. We have this is on. Let me turn this on this. Let me turn all of these things on. Okay, hold on, y'all. Why did she go out? Let me turn her up. Nope. All right, you guys, I may have to put this on be back soon so I can figure this out for you guys because we got a lot of clips that I wanted to go over and get into because like I said, I'm a mom. Can you guys hear me though? I'm a mom and you know what she went through with her kids this week. It was something that just was laid on my heart and I was like, you know, I really want to talk about this. So you guys hold on. Let me put y'all to the welcome and I'll put you guys to the fair use. Let me see. Let me play the video and see what happens over here. This is crazy. I'm going to have to end the stream and figure this out and come back, you guys. I hope you guys come back to join me. Like I said, I have a call-in line. Maybe we can discuss this together and really get to know each other, and you guys can join the Viral Crimes with Jocelyn family. But let me the night it's early. So let me figure this out while we can't hear Karlissa. Or if you can, let me see. Let me not jump the gun. Let me see. This box is not moving. I don't know why. Let's see properties. Yeah, no, you guys can't hear it. All right, you guys. Let's see. Let me change it to this and see if that works. Now. All right, you guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna get off and try to figure out this audio. I'll be back shortly. I promise you guys. So just hang in there, you guys. Thank you guys for joining.